day 68 of drawing every single day in 2021. We've had people in our house all day working on some structure stuff, and as a result, I really have not had time to film like a full drawing video. But this was the perfect opportunity to start a second series. So for today's drawing, as you can see, I have drawn a table. Why a table, you might ask? Because this series is going to be a very long one of we're filling that table with whatever you guys say. Within reason. I have a theme I want to stick to. A while back, I don't know where the comment is, somebody commented something about having a couple animals sitting down doing a tea party, and that idea has not left my brain since I saw it. So I want to make this series of a mashup of a ton of different animals having an Alice in Wonderland style tea party. So start leaving your suggestions in the comments. We are finally adding to this tea party collage drawing that I'm doing, and the very first guest that showed up is a poodle. Hey, first drafts are always the roughest, right? Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. But, ignore that foot. I'm not that far yet. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. And this poor poodle can't be sitting here all by itself. We need somebody to offer them a beverage. And who better to serve drinks at a tea party that's gonna last for quite a while than a sloth? I'm not gonna add any color to this tea party until it is completely done, because I do anticipate having to tweak some of the previous drawings to help everything fit by the end result. And I have a lot of table to fill up, so keep leaving comments below. Today we are drawing a smaller table for some mice. They all need chairs to sit on, of course. I'm realizing that perspective is a lot of drawing and erasing, which is exactly why I'm not adding any color until the very end of this. Also, for whatever reason, people are very insistent that I give some of these animals top hats. So there you go. And there are the two little mice amidst this tea party having a cute little date. Today we are adding to the tea party series and drawing a hippo. Alright, I have her basic shape down, but I think I actually want to draw a chair right here as if she's meeting somebody who is sitting in the chair. I really don't plan on putting that much detail into the chair because the majority of it's going to get covered up whenever I draw somebody sitting in it. Now I need to add this hippo's beautiful outfit. Fabulous. Now let's clean all this up. I love it. I added a bow to match her tutu. So I guess the question remains, who is she meeting? Today we're answering the very anticipated question of who is this hippo meeting? And the number one comment was an octopus wearing gloves. I'm getting this initial shape figured out, and I am drawing as lightly as I can to figure out exactly what shape I want so I don't have to erase things if I don't need to. Alright, I got the shape down. Now I gotta draw 7 more tentacles. Also, I'm giving him a monocle. Alright, now I gotta do the gloves. But I mean, really, an octopus wouldn't wear gloves. He would wear mittens, so I'm doing mittens instead. There is our octopus with mittens. It is finally time to start adding food to this tea party table, so we are beginning with some biscuits. I'm trying to draw the plate first and realizing I probably should draw the biscuits and then the plate so that I get these angles correct. I've officially reached the point where TikTok songs are stuck in my head all day. Alright, they look a little strange, but when I get to the coloring point, I think it'll pull it together. I had a couple good ideas for other foods, so I'm going to add those in now and then tag in the comments the people that I saw comment the suggestions. Of course, you can't forget about tea cakes at a tea party. And somebody else suggested an orchid bouquet, but I'm just going to do a single plant because that's a lot of flowers to draw. And there's the updated table with some more food on it. Today we are drawing a bear eating some honey. I was pretty undecided if I wanted to put any animals on the front of the table here, but because I knew I was going to want to add as many animals as possible, the front of the table would have to be utilized. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that right now. Now I just gotta figure out the head. And the arms, I guess. Bears need arms. Okay, now it just looks like he punched his own face off. Done with the bear, but why is it that the hardest part of this drawing so far is this stinking honey pot? Alright, I think I'm actually pretty happy with that overall. I feel like it needs to be tweaked somehow, but I'm not quite sure why. But I will say I purposefully put the honey pot behind him because I have plans for that. And continuing with the Tea Party series, we are drawing a trail of ants climbing up the table to join the party. And they may or may not be related to you. That was an awful joke. I'm sorry. It's just the spelling. Alright, starting the trail off of them coming up the leg, but I think I'm going to have to narrow down the amount of ants that I'm drawing once they actually get onto the table, otherwise it's going to be a bit much. I am much happier with that sized ant. Also, that's what's happening with the honey pot. Alright, I think instead of having a single file line going throughout the entire table of ants, I just added a couple more in there, doing just miscellaneous little ant things. But I will say, the thing that sold me on this comment the most is the fact that the person wanted them all wearing hats. So I'm going to need some suggestions on what kind of hats these ants need to be wearing. I got lots of suggestions for hats these ants should be wearing, but the number one overwhelming suggestion was a top hat. So, fine. Because top hats are so easy to draw, I went ahead and gave about 4 of these itty-bitty ants coming up the leg top hats. I have a ton of other suggestions that I wanted to add, and it's going to be so difficult to add the detail. Now for a full quick tour of incredibly simplified hats on ants. Coming up the leg, we have top hats, party hats, and sun hats. We have a cowboy hat and a witch hat, a clown hat, a crown, a sombrero, a Viking helmet and a regular helmet, a larger party hat, a propeller hat, a fruit hat, a beanie, and a backwards baseball cap. Hats really are the way that ants set themselves apart. Today we're adding to the tea party by adding a few more waiters. We're getting a lot of guests. We need some more servers here. I love the idea of having a little tiny mouse server to serve all of the little tabletop guests. And what is that tail? Oy vey. Honestly, I don't know what was going on with most of him. There we go, I like that a lot better. Also a comment I saw way back when I first made the sloth waiter, saying that there should really be a giraffe waiter at the other end of the table. And it's very overdue to be finally adding some, actual tea pouring out of this teapot. So now we have the sloth server, the little mouse server, and the giraffe server. I'm not totally thrilled with the giraffe. I was afraid of drawing too much of him right there and it just crowding up that whole area. I might change it later. I might not. I'm not sure yet. I've seen this comment. I just flipped my hair everywhere. I have seen this comment multiple times and I really want to do it. So we're drawing a pangolin? I'm going to say pangolin. Correct me if I'm wrong. Holding a teacup. Just in case you don't know what a pangolin is, this is what it is. Alright, I think I'm going to try to do another front of the table side profile right here. It's done. Now for the animal. The more I look up references of these guys, the more adorable I am finding them. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. But now I have to do all of that armor. I can already feel my too much gene wanting to kick into overdrive. I don't think I had a favorite character at this table until today. Look at how cute he is! A+ edition, if I do say so myself. We're continuing with the Tea Party series, and this time we are adding a cat to the table. Alright, I've already drawn the basics of the cat right here. I want him to have his eyeballs looking directly at these mice, and I think that's going to be one of the hardest things to figure out is how to convey that, because eyes are not my strong suit. I guess eye-wise that's a little better. The rest of him, not so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm trying to go for one of those flat-faced cats because somebody else commented that and I thought it was cute, but he honestly just looks like not good. Okay, I lowered his ears some so that his forehead wasn't as big, and I think that actually helped a lot. Alright, I adjusted the face because I wanted him to have more of the side eye toward the mice, and I'm pretty happy with that. He isn't cute, but flat-faced cats really aren't. Today we are adding a few butterflies to the tea party. I do definitely think that we are coming up to the end of the Tea Party series pretty soon. There's still a few food items I want to add to the table and a couple smaller characters. I'm also adding a hummingbird because hummingbirds like sweet things, so it just kind of made sense in my head. So I've been looking at the Tea Party series drawings that we've been doing and adding each day to it, and I was looking at it, trying to figure out what I wanted to add to it next, and I don't know if it's just because I've been working on it for so long, but I kind of hate it. I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of sick of drawing on it, and a part of me just wants to start over. I mean, I know we've put a lot of work into it, but I mean, it's just drawings. It's not that good. Honestly, I mean, kind of just hate it. So we're gonna start a new series tomorrow because I don't like it.